All right, guys, episode 3. This video hopefully will have a lot more positive outcomes than the last video. Last video was pretty upsetting, to be honest, with the head gasket, but I'm going to be getting the head gaskets and getting this thing fixed up. I'm wearing all green. Hopefully that's good luck and a sign of money to come with this flip. And another exciting thing that's kind of pushing me to get going on this project here is the title came yesterday. All right, guys, called Advanced Auto Parts. The head gaskets are in. Took a couple days. $70 parts from Felpro. So they're in. Let's go get those and let's get going on this thing. Just gonna fill you guys in on where we're at. So this is a couple days later than the last clip. I had a bunch of issues trying to disconnect that fuel line from the fuel rail. So this is the fuel line. That's the fuel rail. Had a bunch of issues. The metal in there, they're barbs which pretty much hold it on, so you have to press it in. The issue is there's a bunch of rust, so I had a ton of problems getting that off, which has definitely delayed this project. But taking a step back, as you guys will see, all the accessories on top, intake, the wiring harness has been taken off, all the plugs have been undone, the AC compressor is taken off the bracket, alternators off, belt, etc. So we're at the point right now where I'm going to take a shot vac and clean up all this nuts and acorns that have been put in here from a little furry friend with the prior owner. So once we get that off, should be able to start to try and take the head bolts off, and take the covers off first and the head bolts off, but I'll keep you guys posted here. All right, this is becoming my favorite part of these videos. It is highlighting the difference between AutoZone and Advanced Auto Parts. So you guys just saw the fuel line and the fuel rail. So one of those parts sits on top of the other one and has barbs locking it in. So I had a lot of issues because of not only the barbs and not understanding how it works, but also the rust in there. So this is a rental kit from AutoZone, $50, that's like the deposit. You get that $50 back after you use the tool and return it. But this tool set is supposed to be a master tool set. None of the pieces worked. None of the pieces even fit the right lines that they're supposed to. I tried everything, and it was honestly pretty annoying, and once I returned it, it took about a couple weeks to get this money back. So that's my rant on Advanced AutoZone. Instead, I went to Advanced Auto Parts and I bought this. This is just angled fuel line disconnectors. For some reason it had 1 star. I don't know what changed between when I bought it and now, but had 1 star, now it has 4.5, and yeah, it really should have 4.5. So this plastic piece that cost $7 when I bought it was able to get that metal fuel line off the fuel rail. So $7 piece, it had 1 star. I don't know what's changed between this. It's bananas. So that's my rant. Advanced Auto Parts, good stuff, and it's cheaper and it works better. All right, so as you can see, major progress has been made here. The intake is off, so now we're just waiting on these cover bolts. They're pretty rusted, so I need certain sockets to get those off, but it's pretty exciting. Definitely made progress here. So I'm going to take the ground wire off the back, start to loosen up some of these head bolts, and see what we can do and get going here. So I'll show you the intake. This was a big process because had a lot of issues with the fuel lines, the harness connected behind the intake, and a lot of other things. So I'll just show you here. All right, so here's the intake here. It's pretty heavy, but this has definitely been the biggest process in here. Besides the plastics and the rust on the bolts, this has definitely been the biggest thing to get out. So now that this is out, we have a pretty clear path to the valve covers and then the head. So we're making good progress here. It was definitely hard to undo the wiring and connections to the back of this intake, but we're in a good spot. I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it out of this without taking a heavy loss in profit, but at this point, feeling pretty good. And we're more than halfway done, so let's keep rolling.